Welcome to Lit with Ernest, where we dive into the world of literature and explore the stories that shape us. Today, we're going to tackle one of the most iconic works in literary history, Faust by Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. Published in 1808, Faust is a tragic play that tells the story of a scholar who sells his soul to the devil in exchange for knowledge, power, and experience. But why is this work so significant? Well, for starters, it's a masterpiece of German literature that has had a profound influence on Western culture. From music to art, film to literature, Faust has been a source of inspiration for countless creators. To understand the significance of Faust, let's take a step back and look at the historical context in which it emerged. Goethe wrote Faust during a time of great social and cultural change in Europe. The Enlightenment had sparked a renewed interest in classical learning, and the Romantic movement was gaining momentum. Faust reflects this intellectual curiosity, exploring themes such as free will, morality, and the nature of evil. This work is rooted in the tradition of German folklore and mythology, drawing on stories of the devil and the supernatural. Goethe was also influenced by classical Greek tragedy, particularly works of Euripides and Sophocles. The play's use of symbolism, allegory, and dramatic irony are all nods to these literary traditions. One of the most striking aspects of Faust is its exploration of the human psyche. The character of Faust himself is a complex, multifaceted figure, driven by both noble and base desires. His relationship with Mephistopheles, the devil, is a classic example of the doppelganger archetype, where two opposing forces are locked in a struggle for dominance. This psychological depth makes Faust a work that continues to fascinate readers and scholars to this day. In terms of literary analysis, Faust has been subject to various critical perspectives over the years. Some scholars have seen the play as a reflection of Goethe's own personal struggles and philosophical views, while others have interpreted it as a commentary on the social and cultural context of 18th century Germany. More recent criticism has focused on the work's themes of identity, power, and resistance, highlighting its continued relevance to contemporary debates about politics, culture, and society. The cultural impact of Faust cannot be overstated. This work has influenced countless other authors, artists, and musicians, from Charles Baudelaire to Fyodor Dostoevsky, from Richard Wagner to Bob Dylan. The character of Faust has become an archetype for the struggling artist or intellectual, symbolizing the tension between creative ambition and personal sacrifice. As we delve deeper into the play, we find that Faust is also a deeply philosophical work, exploring questions about the nature of reality, morality, and the human condition. The character of Gretchen, for example, represents the innocence and purity that Faust ultimately destroys through his actions. This tragedy serves as a commentary on the destructive power of unchecked passion and the consequences of playing with forces beyond our control. In conclusion, Faust is a work that remains essential to our understanding of literature and culture today. Its exploration of the human condition, its use of symbolism and allegory, and its influence on Western culture make it a masterpiece that continues to inspire and haunt us. Share it if you respect honest talk about books. Like this episode if it hit true. Share it if you respect honest talk about books. Subscribe because we'll do this again. Until our next chapter, remember, good literature, like good living, demands both courage and attention. This is Ernest, signing off.